Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. I am really going to do a quick message this morning. I was practicing my shuffling skills. I've been sharing with you all that, I haven't had those skills before, so I've been trying to work on that. And I was shuffling my the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And when I was separating them out to shuffle, there were some messages that I felt guided to share. Some cards that came out that pulled to me. The first two that came out were right here, the Partnership and the Guardian. So some of you have partnerships coming in, new partnerships. Again, it doesn't have to be love. It could be love. But again, take it as it resonates. Like I always tell everybody in all my messages, and it doesn't matter when you're seeing this, when I post it, if you're pulled to it, then there's probably a message in here for you. So, but again, use your intuition with all my messages. So, I think there's a message here that you've got somebody coming in, or you're, being, guided together by spirit. I'm getting, in divine timing. There is going to be more partnerships coming in for you, or a partnership, a main love. Again, it could be different for different people, but, and I'm getting different messages for different people. So it's going to be a mix. So, and then there's a guardian. So, and I'm going to read the messages here. And what's crazy is Black Bear came out a few days ago on one of my channeled, messages that I wrote down on my notepad. So Black Bear, I think whoever is, connecting with my messages, that energy is coming through. You have a guardian spirit of a black bear in the spirit world. And it says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. And that's, I just got goosebumps. Okay, so that's exactly what I was getting from yesterday's message, was that, you're being called to activate the intuition on a higher level. A lot of you are, and you're working on that, connecting with your higher self, connecting with the divine, with your third eye chakra, clearing the blockages, seeing truth within yourself and within the divine. And you're washing away all the delusions, the illusion, the lies, the deception that maybe you had in your mind from whatever it is, negative thought patterns. It could be, basically some triggers from the past, from unhealed wounds, and maybe you were looking at other people as being the problem, and now you're seeing that, maybe some of you are seeing that, hey, I had some things to work on too, and I probably aided that situation. So that goes with that message, I feel like, that I was getting yesterday, that, you're being asked to work on your intuition, and you're asking the divine, and the divine is going to come through for you, and you're going to get what you're asking for. So with the partnership, it says, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So this was also coming out. Oh, I got goosebumps again. This was also what came out, I think, in yesterday's message was, I think it was one of the other Oracle decks. It was a message of, ask for help with your loved ones, your community. Reach out to them for assistance, to help support you through whatever you're going through, whatever is for business or for, it could be for anything. Maybe you're going through a move and getting out of a relationship and you needed a place to stay. Ask for your community, your assistance, your help. Use your intuition, of course, about who to reach out to, because the divine will guide you, and they will impress on certain people to offer. So, that's coming in really heavy right now. There's a lot of lone wolf energy I've been picking up on lately. And that's all great and all, especially when you're going through hermit mode and trying to protect your energy and keep your energy clear. But there's going to be times where you're going to need to learn how to reach out to people for assistance and rely on other people. And I know a lot of us, like me, have had that, happen where you're basically reaching out to people in your past. I'm talking about in the past. And they just fell through. They weren't there for you. They didn't follow through on what they said they would do, and you were left hanging by yourself, and you had to just pick up and do it yourself, take care of yourself. And so there was a lot of distrust there is what I'm getting. And you have to also learn how to not only trust yourself and your intuition, but learn how to open up and trust others again. And again, your intuition will help guide you about who to reach out to for certain things, for assistance. So, but yeah, you're being asked, to look at that. If you need help, reach out to others. And what came out right after the Guardian, look at this. And I was there's a stag I pulled in the deck yesterday too, I think. So, no, there's a stag and it says protector. So you've got a protector spirit coming in. I just heard Archangel Michael could also be assisting and protecting you at this time. And also, there's a protector coming in for some of you in a romantic sense. So like a divine masculine protector, or a masculine, a strong high-level soulmate masculine that will be there to protect you and your family and you. And you're being, just shown that this is coming if it hasn't already shown up. But, you are an old soul, it says white stag. So white stags may be significant. That's been coming out a lot in my readings, even in my channeled written messages. That was coming out a few weeks ago. So you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. A lot of us are tied to the nature, right? The grid workers and stuff. It says, use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Okay? So, oh goodness, more goosebumps on that one. And then magic came out again, like on the other side, when I split it again, it was this protector and this magic. Okay? So I think there's this message here that I just wanted to share real quick for people. And some of you may resonate with, it looks like a barn owl, or looks like a barn owl, some kind of owl. White owls may be significant. You may be seeing that a lot lately. Choose to know the truth, because you can open your inner vision. You can see through the deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. That's exactly what was coming through again yesterday. Thank you, Spirit. So, you're being asked again, like I said earlier in this message, you're being asked to, follow your intuition, build that intuition, and clear it, continue clearing the lack, because a lot of us are in deception about our own, I just heard lack of self-worth, about how things may have transpired in a breakup of whatever kind of relationship, or a partnership of some kind in your past, or near maybe recent past, or what's going on. And a lot of times we think it's the other person's fault. We put it all on them. If they hadn't done this, and this wouldn't happen. But that's the message I was getting yesterday, and I think the day before. It's a lot of us are going through this right now, and I guess you need to hear it, that you're clearing away this deception, this inner deception. Your intuition, your third eye chakra is being cleared. Continue doing the work. Continue doing the clearing. Those things I brought up yesterday, the stones and everything to work for, do that. Do the frequencies. The sound bowl, crystal sound bowl frequencies are really good for clearing third eye. There's different tones and frequencies that you could use with those to clear blockages as well. So I'm being guided to share that for somebody. I use those. I've used them for 2 or 3 years. I was guided to use them. So anyway, a lot of you are working on that, and you're just getting, guided to keep going, keep doing that clearing, because yes, it's hard to hear the truth about ourselves, about things that we may have allowed due to wounds that we had ourselves, and maybe it's not all their fault, the other person's fault in a situation. And so looking at us with that inner truth and getting that clarity of things that we need to work on within ourselves to make ourselves better, and to ascend on our path in our journey to get to our blessings, our abundance. That's hard work. Nobody wants to really do that, right? And I know there was some message that came out yesterday that, I was guided to share. And yeah, some of those messages are not fun for me to share, because I can pick up and intuitively what people are going to say or think, and they're probably going to click off. But you know what? The ones that need to hear it will be receptive to it. And I was shown that. So I was guided to share truth. And, that's stuff that I'm going through too. I'm not saying I'm, free of that. I've been going through a lot of inner truths being shown to me about things I need to work on, especially in a close relationship of mine. And I've been guided to go within and do some more work there on my triggers and stuff. And so, we're always in the process of healing. Like I said, recently, this good luck also came out. I think this is the last card I pulled that I was guided to pull. So some of you are having this good luck come up now. You may be seeing ladybugs, maybe significant, or you may be seeing ladybugs or that little pattern, the red, the black polka dots, red and black. Red is root chakra, by the way. That's your stability. So it's no coincidence that they picked this card, what is it, ladybug, for this card of good luck, because a lot of us are creating that stability and we're attracting that good luck to us from doing the inner work, from letting go of those, negative thoughts, beliefs that may have kept us stuck in past relationships, toxic relationships, even in our head, and thinking poorly about ourselves and not believing ourselves. And then it basically was projected out at others and how you treated others. And a lot of us are not bad, we're not bad people. We didn't realize that we had these things going on in our head and our belief systems. And now it's coming up to the surface for the collective to look at and to deal with. And otherwise you're going to keep yourself stuck. And the divine is pushing us now. It's like a push, an energetic push right now, for us to awaken more and get ascended more and more, especially this year. It's a big push. This is the Chinese year of the fire horse. That's action. That's fire. Fire refines, okay? Woo, I just got goosebumps. Fire refines, and it also burns away the dross, right? When you're doing metal work and you're refining metal, it brings all that nastiness up to the surface, the impurities, right? And so, I got goosebumps again. Thank you, Spirit. Signs of confirmation. So I get goosebumps for signs of confirmation. I've realized that the last couple of years when I'm channeling something that's like resonating as truth for somebody and myself. So that fire of the year of the fire horse, that's that fire energy, like Leo, Sagittarius. If you're a fire sign, you're probably really feeling it this year, but all of us are feeling it. The horse symbolizes freedom, freeing yourself, running and taking the action and running. I'm also getting chariot energy in my mind's eye from the tarot cards, and that chariot energy is about action and fire. And so you're taking those actions, you're moving forward, and you are going to be attracting good luck. So what it says with this is you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So a lot of this, I'm also getting be your authentic self, and that came out a lot recently too. And yesterday's reading, I believe, said there was a lot of authenticness about, you're being called to be more authentic to others and to yourself. Be true, be real with yourself. Really sit down and get to know yourself. A lot of us, we weren't taught to do that, and it can be uncomfortable at first when you're learning to do that, sitting down and being quiet with yourself, journaling, introspecting, thinking about, actions that, may have done to others that may have hurt them in some way, whether it wasn't showing up right for them, whether it was, running away, whether it was abandoning them, whether it was whatever it was, speaking ill of somebody, whatever it is, you got to look at the truth. You got to look at that within yourself in order to ascend, in order to get into your higher level blessings and your abundance. Okay. You're being brought into the season of abundance right now, right? Again, with this recent strawberry moon we just went through, full moon we just went through, and it was in Capricorn. Capricorn to me is like a grounding energy, but it's also, I don't know why, but I always pick up money with Capricorn. It's about finances and money coming in. And, that's what's coming to me. And that's what's, I'm being guided to share. So a lot of us are going to be now seeing the fruits of the labors for the seeds that we have been sowing, up until now, especially since the new moon I'm getting. This is what's coming through. Since the new moon last month, when we start a new initiative or a new beginning and want to manifest something, the full moon is the culmination or the completion of whatever we wanted to manifest at the beginning of that month. So a lot of us started really heavy like actions and intentions and taking those actions towards a future, and they're going to start seeing the fruits of that labor, that the abundance and the finances, whatever, coming in now, especially over the summer. So I'm getting to share with people. And again, this is going to be, that was a really quick message I wanted to share. So anything else, Spirit, that you want me to share with this collective at this time? I know this is a little bit different. I've been guided to do differently the last couple days, but I'm going with the guidance of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, what do you need? And by the way, I've already said prayers before. I've already said prayers and, cleared the space with Palo Santo, of course. I always do that before my readings. But that's just a message that really came through, and I was guided to do it differently this time, and yesterday was a little bit different. And, I may be guided to record another message today. I don't know. We'll see. But I just wanted to share that. That was something that came through very strongly for me while I was shuffling. And I was like, okay, I'm being guided to share these cards that came out when I was shuffling and separating the deck, because they were something important that somebody needed to see. And it does go right along with what I was getting the last couple of days very strongly. So I hope this helped you in some way, gave you some encouragement. Please drop a comment and let me know if it resonated with you and if it assisted you in some way. I love to hear how it helps people. And you can like, comment, subscribe, please. If you want to see these messages, it's free. If you're not aware of that, and that way you'll get alerts every time, I get a new video posted. So, and you can hit the share button and copy link. You don't have to share it with anybody. It still hits the algorithm and it helps me out. So if you're guided to do that, I just want to thank you ahead of time for any and all support everybody has sent my way on my channel. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And I really hope this helped you in some way. Again, let me know if you feel guided to. And if you want to reach out to me privately, my email is in the description box. So if you want to just share a story or something privately and you don't want it posted publicly, feel free to do that. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.